Hello everyone, welcome back to our Age of Empires 4 commentary. I am Beyond, and today we have a great matchup for you here on Cliffside. We have Beasty in the yellow playing as the Order of the Dragon. Across the way, we have the Ralph playing as the Roos in the blue with the old golden boat down the middle, or I guess the Ralph. I want to say like the Ralph, but I guess there's no PH, there's no H at the end, so Rap. I don't. I'm gonna let this go. I've been blabbering on about the name for about 40 seconds now at this point. So let's get right into this. This is the kind of the classic. The Roost used to be one of, if not the best civs from the last season, and now some of the new challengers. We're starting to see some of the new versus the old, and it's kind of interesting. We haven't seen it all that much, but Or the Dragon definitely has that sweet spot in that kind of castle age. You can also kind of get them in an okay spot in an all-in feudal situation. They're not doing the absolute best. They're no Zushi. They're no oh my goodness, why can't they? They're no Joan of Arc. They're no some of these other really good civs that are just kind of S tier at the current moment. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of the kind of newer civs versus the older civs in the EGC TV tournament. So we'll have to wait and see how that kind of all goes down. But Beasty definitely one of the best HRE players. So let's see how his Order of the Dragon is. I'm assuming it is probably one of the best in the world already, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, the Rap, I guess I'll call it that. The Roost player is also very well known and very well versed in playing Roost. Checked a bit of his match history, beaten the likes of other kind of like Mechroids, so very like high level players that he has beaten in the past few days. So no slouch on his own. Let's see if his Roost can kind of come out on top compared to Beasty. Guys, if you've made it this far into the video and you have been enjoying the commentaries, please do drop a like. That's first and foremost, helps me out an immense amount. Second, if you could, drop a comment. Would also be very helpful. Let me know what you think of War of the Dragon into the Roost. Let me know if you think War of the Dragon is a good spot. Let me know if you think Roost is in a good spot. Let me know if you've kind of gone back to your old civ or you've stuck with the new one. And then on top of that, if you're really enjoying, please do subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me. I'd love to see your smiling faces every day when I drop a new video. So, on that note, we will move on. The Afghan Chapel is going down on the bottom side for Beasty. A lovely placement over here. We have a nice fair amount of this tree line. We have the gold and plenty for our farm transition. Remember, the Afghan Chapel does not need a prelate in this one, but it still needs a little bit of something I think for the Order of the Dragon to get these landmarks need a slight tweak, kind of like the Ayyubids got the tweaks to their upgrades and their landmarks. Just need a little bit of something different for the Order of the Dragon. It doesn't feel like they actually vibe super well with it. Now we see the classic Kremlin popping up near the berries, this wood line and this gold. So stock standard season 5 opening right now for the Roost player. Going to be feeling very good. We'll probably be dropping that second TC soon, and there it is. We have the stone outcropping going to start to be collected on the bottom side of the map. Now this map, you can definitely start to wall it off pretty easily. As you can see, this kind of cliff that runs through the middle. You can start to connect these walls, and it's even more important with the new walls. You don't have to get, it's not a big deal even with like this kind of thing. You can kind of go right in here. So let's see if they decide to kind of go for a little bit of a wall up. We can see that Beast is actually going for a little bit of stone. 350 to be exact. So we're going to be getting that second TC up and running. Or the Dragon does super well when you let them, well, I mean, if you let them boom, essentially. They are very good if they can get more and more of those dragon villagers. Remember, 40% more resources to carry, so they are really doing the heavy lifting of the civilization. So you really need some infrastructure and you get even more of them if possible. It's really the only way to kind of get this civ off the ground. Like I said, you could do some few kind of like feudal / castle age timing pushes, but they're bread and butter. Just kind of like a lot of the new civs, is get that economy rolling, churning away, and you'll be sitting in a very good spot. Now the Roost player is also going for second TC, so you're gonna have to do a little bit of damage here to kind of get Beasty off his game. If you let him go 2 TCs and sit back, relax, and enjoy, with the Order of the Dragon, you might be in for a long game, but you might be in for a rough game. So I have to wait and see how this kind of all shakes out as we go. Just kind of watching over here. Let's see, we already got plenty of wheelbarrow. We got plenty of gold as well. She's doing fine for bounty. And there is the second TC. Actually going to be just behind Beasty's at this point. Beasty's going for the backside, protecting this gold, protecting this Arcane Chapel. It's also within range of a few more gold and stone, so it's a nice placement here. I do like this. And honestly, with the new susceptibility of the newer TCs, only 7 slots to garrison them, plus a little bit weaker overall, it does make a little bit more sense to put it behind, kind of tuck it away, not so out in the open to kind of attack. And if they're going to attack, they're going to have to go all the way around, which could mean that if Beasty goes a little bit of those longbowmen, or I mean not longbowmen, but archers, that could be in a very, very good spot. A little bit out of time so far, but that should be changed quite soon. There's the first one dropping down. And yeah, I mean, at this point, Beasty can start to go for some of those economic upgrades. I mean, I swear to God, I didn't watch that one. That was just beautiful timing. I just got reminded because I saw the Roost player going for it over here. So these economic upgrades are so important, because if they can carry a bit more and start to gather a bit faster, they're going to start to really drop off a ton as the Dragon Village kind of progress. And you never want to be this close in terms of Dragon Villagers. So this is sitting in a pretty decent spot for Beasty right now, but the Roosts have a pretty good timing push off of this 2 base. So if the Wrath does want to do that, I think they'll be in a very, very good position. We do see even more on stone. We're going to be seeing a 3 TC play here from the Roost player. So going, you know what, if you're going to be dropping that second TC, I'm going to be dropping that third TC, making it so that they are always going to be a little bit ahead in terms of economy, even when dealing with these Dragon Villagers. Farm transitions already going down. BC feeling very, very safe. Does not think there's going to be any threat anytime soon, and they're moving their way across. There they are. 350 is the designated note, and they're kind of on their way over to gold. Actually, it looks like they're on the way to deer or the boar, maybe. Where you headed off to? The boar. The boar, there it is. It's over here. There should be 8 of them in total. Actually 9, so no one should die. Gonna be just have to micro one back just a little bit. There's a wheelbarrow. An incredibly important upgrade for the Order of the Dragon. Wants to get those villagers moving as quickly as possible with those larger 40% resource bundles. Sounds like a great DLC if we're gonna be honest. Just resource bundles. I mean, or the dragon. It sounds like it's its own name by itself. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. Now we already start to see some relics actually being completely walled off here from the Roost player. Not looking to get that early Castle Age and trying to get those early relics in that Regnant's Cathedral. So I do like this play out of the Roost player. There's another relic over here. One on the backside, which is almost guaranteed to be Beasties, but this one in the middle, I do like this a little bit of a wall up just to make sure. And unfortunately for the Roost player, their kind of closer relic is actually out in the open still for the taking. So another wall off is going up. The Roost player is very well aware of what Beasty is doing though. Completely in the know because of these constant scouts and just looking to see what's going on. But Beasty's probably feeling pretty good about his economy at the current moment. It's even expanded over here, built up a little bit of a wall so he can take these deer in peace. I'm going for another wall just to really make sure these villagers are safe. The Roost player dropping that third TC over yonder, making himself even more safe with so many walls off going on over here. So this is the long game. Beasty's going to see this second TC, or this third TC. There we go. He's fully aware of what's going down. He sees the blacksmith. He's also scouted that there's going to be some knights on the way to start harassing his villagers, and there is the first one. Oh, unfortunately for this one, that's going to be picked off unless there's some fancy feed from Beasty. No, it looks like they're going after over here. The first villager should be going down. A little bit of a delay in pullback there, so one dragon villager goes down, and that's incredibly important. The knight should be seeing this one. There they go. Unfortunately, pulls off the charge, so will not be able to two-shot it. And this one is going to make it all the way around. Some nice body blocking there from Beasty. That was excellent micro there. Getting the offensive line out there to make sure the running back gets home safe. We love to see that, and some really clever little micro there from Beasty saving one of those villagers. There is the Regnant's Cathedral. And it's going to be right in range of the scout, so everyone's going to be knowing what's going down. More farm transitions is coming down. And we see spearmen in troves are coming out to deal with these pesky knights. Knights are wrapping around looking for anything to set home as possible. We can move over here. We are out of the traditional build orders now at this point. Dragons is going up. There are 2 relics that are within quite easy range. The scout is going to see this though, so they will be able to see when Beasty moves out to actually use these knights to kind of take out any prelates that are making their way around town. They're walking fast, making sure that they don't have to deal with anything like that. There is a hardened spearman though. If they hit home, that's going to be end of days for the scout. There we go, 2 shots that one. They try to get another little bit of damage over here, but now that another scout's going to be going down, so a lot less vision's going to be happening for the Roost player. It's not, you don't think of it to be as super important, but it really does play a massive role when these scouts get taken down and they aren't with the knight parties. A lot of times they'll run directly into spears and hidden force, which there's plenty of them, like right here. And we're seeing even another wall off over here to deny even more of these relics, because the Roost player went for 3 TCs, so he's going to be delayed in terms of castle age timing, so needs to defend these somehow, some way. Beasty cannot be allowed to just keep producing pellets and scooping up as many free relics as he possibly can. The spearman is going to be kind of harassed all the way down. Was trying to use that one spearman to kind of get some chip damage on these knights and also move out for this relic over here. That's a lot of knights so far. 5 on the field plus 6 archers are on the way. A lovely counter to this mass spearman so far, but it's only 3. Alright, so Beasty hasn't invested too much. So while this counter is very good at what they're seeing, Beasty has not done the full investment just yet at this point. And there they are. We see some Gilded Knights are now the answer. They're coming out, and those things can pack a punch. And those into this archer mass is not going to be good. It's going to be bad news bears for the Roost player. We're also getting +1 attack range damage reduction, which is a nice upgrade. More and more Gilded Knights. We can see that the Roost player is going to be scouting them. They're going to be popping out in no time. They take a good amount of time, but once they're out, they're feeling very good. Now, unfortunately for this villager, that is the worst case scenario. They tried to get back in time. Beasty is going to be able to body block with this one spearman. So more of this knight's now going in here, but that's actually going to take a lot of damage. Another entire round. Nope, looks like Beasty thought the goal was far more important. And now the spearmen are moving out and around, trying to get as much damage done as possible. But the first Gilded Knight is on the map. Where is he? Where did he make landfall? He made it somewhere. There it is. Look at the immense size of this guy. My goodness, just chasing down the normal units, just hunting them down, going, you can't stop me. But this entire army could stop one. I will say that is going to be enough over there. Even though in the face of this many things, going to be taken down, could have taken down a knight at that point. But it's going to be moving out, going to be looking to get into that stealth force, try to buy itself some time. I don't think, oh, they actually do back off, just in case, as I mentioned, there's no scout in that grouping. So, the Roost player smartly backs off quite quickly, just in case there was a little bit something extra in that stealth force. And imagine if you ran into 9 spears, it would have been almost GG at that point, would have been absolutely brutal. A high trade house is coming out, a very nice spot in between 2 forests. So this one should be a pretty decent high trade house, and that passive gold is going to be feeling very nice. Now you can see 30 villager advantage for the Rup, and at that point it's also going to be tough to deal with because Beasty is now, he's been comfortably on 2 TCs for quite some time. They're both castle age. Getting those Gilded Knights out, which are an incredibly strong unit. The prelates are moving out. They're looking to take out 2 of these relics over here. And then one other relic was picked off from over here. And there it is. There's the second relic. We're going to be popping that into this cathedral, right into this cathedral quite soon. And the armored force, I guess half armored force, is moving out, trying to find this relic. And there they go. They're going to try to burn this down. And the knights will be here first, but the knights do not want any of this smoke over here. And the relics, there's 4 prelates involved to see if they can get in and get out quickly as possible. They're starting to heal up everything, actually. And there they are. There's the reinforcing spears, and there is some archers. The Gilded Knights are going to be looking to crash home there. There they are. The prelates, actually one doesn't actually take it. There we go. Now the Guild Knights are in on these archers, and they're able to provide a lot of supportive fire. And that is not enough to deal with this army that Beasty has this moment. And oh my god, what is that? A little bit of a stopgap there. The big lads, the Guild Knights, can actually fit through there, but now we're all just rifling through. Brutal times for the Roost player. Thought they were completely safe, and now they're dealing with Gilded Knights all up in their business. And the Spearman and Knight combo is doing super, super well. Spearmen are getting in on these Knights, and that's worst case scenario. The Gilded Knights are getting healed up by the Prelates, and they're dishing so much damage while also tanking so much of the damage of these archers. These archers stand absolutely no chance, and they're cutting through all of these spearmen on the front lines. There are crossbow now involved as well. I'm surprised that the Roost player hasn't focused down these pellets. These things are lasting way longer than they really should, and they're killing off every unit that's streaming out of them at this point. But these archers are doing their absolute best. More crossbow are coming out, and now finally the target fire on the pellets is going down. But more and more damage is coming in, and more advantageous trade this is happening. Look at the units and destruction killed at this point. Honestly, turning out to be very, very even, almost actually in favor of the Roost player, but I do think Beasty will take that trade because it means he got a bunch. He got a relic out of the deal, which in the long term will be a fair investment. Now he's trying to take down this. It looks like they're just like all attacking different ones, or maybe they're all just kind of burning down just a little bit. I'm a little bit confused as to what's actually happening right now. But I can see that they do not want that smoke. It's a lot of extra spearmen. This pellet decides to almost save its life, but then doesn't itself. And a few more pokes, and just before the saving grace of that gate opens up, it's over before you know it. Something's going on over here, and they're all just running away. There they go. It gets taken down, and the warrior monk comes in to clean it up. Beasty is sitting on 1,000 gold, decides to spend that a little bit, and Landsknecht will be the decision into this composition. We have a bunch of man-at-arms, we have some crossbowmen, and some spears. This Landsknecht army will be doing and dealing a lot of DPS into all of these land units. Now, if they do make kind of landfall somewhere, it should be quite interesting to see what goes down. This army is definitely a little bit farther ahead than maybe it should. Is overextending slightly, because if Beasty is able to get a good surround on this thing, it could be very, very bad news for the Roost player. Putting plenty of food at this point though, getting resources and research galore. So is Beasty on this side as well. So really to making sure that everything is researched whenever they possibly can. The men-at-arms were split off looking for a little bit of harass over here, but there's a nice wall off, so these villagers collecting all these deer will be safe from any sort of shenanigans going down from those men-at-arms. And the Castle Age upgrades are coming in even for the archers. beastyqt sent Middle Sacred Site, no problem at all. Here comes the men-at-arms. They're going to be trying to take down this this wall down below. And now where the rest is Beasty's army? It looks like it's over here. They're all moving in unison. Those Landsknechts look so cool. The yellow on gold is one of the cleanest colorways that an Order of the Dragon player can possibly have. It looks so nice, and it really does add to the aesthetic of the gilded units. Now trying to take down this middle wall as well, trying to add some flexibility in terms of where they want to be able to run and retreat back to. So if you take out this one and this one, it gives you a little bit more flexibility to kind of dart in from this side. Makes it a little bit less middle-centric, and then on top of that, it gives you that escape plan. We do have a fort going down just in range, just inside of all this, so they're going to be very well aware, and those villagers are going to be taken down quite quickly. Actually decides to elect to go after this gate instead of the villager, so going to be feeling pretty good. The gold's going to be starting to be collected, and they can make their way in, but none of that army can actually dive a fortress like this, and the high armor is actually coming in for the Roost player. So you're going to be beating Beasty to Imperial Age very quickly, but this is a very large force here, 72 to 41 in terms of army value. These men-at-arms will be taken down. They actually might be able to escape, but actually I think they're going to be slowly poked down by these Gilded Horsemen, which are incredibly good at this point, and the +2 melee attack is going to be coming into play. And there it is. It looks like we're going to be seeing a Sacred Site attempt for the wrap. going to be seeing if they can draw Beasty out of their base to cause one larger engagement, and that is why this army is moving out over here. Floating a bunch of food, we're getting the Great Bombard coming out as well, and there it is, the one horseman can be able to take on this warrior monk easily, but will not be able to deal with this men-at-arms, and there is the keep of their own. So it's actually going to be a kind of couple keeps going out, and this one's going to be fully secured by this keep. So Beasty is aware that it's going up, but there's nothing he can really do about it because nothing is close enough. And now Beasty's actually moving forward into the high armory, and now they're going to be a surround on this hand side. So now this is going to be a forced engagement. The Landsknechts are coming out. Those golden swords are making quick work if they can get in. Look at all of that AoE damage. They're going in, but now the Gilded Horsemen are in, and they actually find the Great Bombard. Look at that. It pops out right, unfortunately, right in their path, and they actually might get it down. No, the villagers might be able to save it, and they do. It gets saved, but now there's more Landsknechts just cutting through the rest of this army. Even though they're Imperialized, the Palace of Swabia is the ticket for Beasty. He's going to be looking to go in completely, and this army is fully in on trying to stop them, and the Landsknechts will be. Look at all of that AoE damage. They get the nice surround and completely clears out that front line in one swipe. Oh no, these villagers collecting here are screwed, and they go down, and now Gilded Horsemen are in. Streltsy will be the selection to try to deal with all of this nonsense. But this is so many Landsknecht running their way through. They completely are thwarting all sorts of villagers. Those villagers got so lucky that they weren't focused on them, because if they were, it would have been curtains. But now men-at-arms are also trickled in here as well. Here comes the Kremlin Gremlins. The militia tickets have been used. The full purchase price to try and get this done. But Beasty is now Imperial Age. He got a lot of damage done. 19 villagers have been killed. And it looks like these will just be going down, fighting the good fight, trying to take down as many as they possibly can. A few more slices across this entire front line, and more will be going down. It's not the worst trade ever. And now we see more and more going in. Beasty does have this forward fort over here, and now we have Spearmen over here trading in pretty well into this many Spearmen. They're gonna have to back off though. These villagers are gonna have to hit the hay. There they go. They get back just in time, and now it's a full fort. Raining down hellfire. 32 villagers have been taken down. We also have men-at-arms that are in over here. This Landsknecht is doing so much damage. An unattended Landsknecht is ruining this game. Look at those, just clubbing down. 37, 38 villagers have gone down. It doesn't matter what's happening from there. That Landsknecht did so much damage. Beasty has a ton of upgrades coming in, so the longer this game kind of goes on, the more in favor I will be deeming it to the Age of the Dragon. A town center is actually going forward over here, trying to collect this gold as quickly as possible and give it a little bit of extra for the villagers to kind of hop in, kind of provide a little bit of defense as well, which is always nice. The Spearman upgrade, the Men-at-Arms upgrade coming in. We also have the Boiling Oil coming in for a couple of these. And now the Men-at-Arms have found their way over here. They're going to be finding this fortress, and that is going to be the emplacements going in, so they should be able to thwart anything over here. These Streltsies are actually looking to get in, these Landsknechts, and here they go. 1, 2, oh my god! The Landsknecht is just brutalizing every villager left and right. 59 villagers have gone down to the hands of the Landsknecht, and it is not stopping anytime soon. Streltsy are running to their death for absolutely no reason. A little bit of an unfortunate tapping on the way there. But, you know, just don't mind these villagers collecting some gold. No worries at all. And it looks like this fort will be the target for over here. The pellets are over here trying to heal up these villagers. And it looks like these are going to cause them off guard as well. So Beasty can be losing a bunch of villagers. Will not be able to escape near without a pellet. Only 2 are going to make its way out. And the Great Bombard is trying to do some damage. It is taken out though. It was left unattended on the backhand side. One of them was being left, and the other one is actually going to make it out just in time. But now we'll be in the range of this fort. There we go, as you can see. So we'll be taken down slowly but surely if the Rouge player does not realize it. He does, so luckily he will be saving one of these, and they will be able to continue the siege of this fortress on the bottom hand side. This keep is doing a lot of damage over here, and they will be able to start to repair this, but not nearly enough or not nearly quick enough. The bombard is being repaired as well, so trying to cause as much damage as possible. With the Palace of Swabia though, look at Beasty villagers. This is when the Horde of the Dragon gets really, really scary. These gilded armies are just running around. Elite gilded spearmen are going to be running in, trying to take down whatever they possibly can. You can see a little bit of AoE almost going down for these, and it just looks like it's going to be another wall off. That's the best they can possibly do. And now the horsemen are here as well, trying to get as much damage as humanly possible. Beasty's trying to cash in, and the Streltsy have made their way. The horsemen see it. There you go, we can take these down. You guys just run into the base. That's all we gotta do is just take down as many as possible, and the Streltsy get poked down. Nothing gets lost, and now we have Gilded Spearmen running around the enemy base, which if you are the Roost player, that is worst case scenario. They're just doing this AoE throw on top of all these farms, making it very, very efficient run by as they go. They don't need to take out the villagers, and you take out their working station. Still no Sacred Save victory being threatened by either player. Beasty has taken this one on the bottom hand side though, and it looks like he's going to be continue to take this because this one Spearman's going to be able to take down whatever comes in his way. This Spearman army is just running all around trying to get as much damage as humanly possible. They probably will turn around eventually, but now these villagers, where are you going? If these Streltsy see them, it's going to be brutal. That's a lot of Streltsy, 25. They actually slip past to get to that gold vein, so perfect timing, just in time. We only see one Great Bombard on the map for BC, so a few more siege could really start to change the tide. Dragon villagers are up to 142. No one's trading either. This matchup actually went pretty well for BC. You'll trade these Spearmen for pretty much anything, especially Streltsy, so that's always going to be a good trade on that front. And more Landsknechts into the villagers. They're slicing the dice, and there goes down. Another 4 go down from the high rope. They get evaporated. 80 villagers in total. And the worst enemy of the villager this game are those Landsknechts. This keep is somehow kept alive. No idea how, but eventually we'll be able to break through this forward outpost over here. We can see a stone wall trying to be placed down by Beasty, actually trying to secure this gold and the stone, but looks like this is going to be the target selection of the Roost player. This Landsknecht actually would be good to be able to take out this knight quite easily. There we go. They actually are not able to take it out, so the knight will be moving its way on to just villagers. Landsknecht is able to get the job done. That's exactly where you want the Landsknecht though, is taking down not taking down knights, but being wasted on armored units. And there we go. The Streltsy forces are getting really, really scary, and they're able to take out these villagers. They won't be able to complete this wall off over here. But men-at-arms and gilded armies are going everywhere. And it looks like they will be able to stop this wall from going down officially. And Streltsy are going to be moving in, see if they can do any damage to the Beasty's economy. Beasty has spent a lot of his stuff over here. And here comes the men-at-arms. The men-at-arms trying to break through, trying to take this Great Bombard down. Actually, one pops out, says, "Just kidding, boys, we're going back quickly." There's 3 Great Bombards here. That is the golden medal for BC. If he can take these 3 down, he's going to be in a very, very good position, especially with 52 Streltsy on the map. The rest of these trades will be very, very good for him. His Great Bombards, though, have been found by Streltsy, but unfortunately for the Streltsy, they have to run under this heat, and they have to run under the boiling oil. Oh my goodness, they're all so low. A Landsknecht could do so much work if they found those Streltsys over there. Another nice trade-off there. That's why you've got to be careful while running around in the late game. Oh my god, BC has found more villagers, more Landsknecht slides. Oh my goodness. It's just brutal. This is disgusting. This one villager is running for the hills, running for that 1 and 8, and they will be taking this down. But 100 villagers have gone down. It is 152 to 92. They cannot keep up. The Landsknechts are taking down this this tower over here. We can see the Great Bombers are trying to go down. They have gotten through the walls, and that will be the deciding factor. 2 more Great Bombards over here. They're going to be taking down this keep eventually. More Streltsy do go down, but Beasty has secured this gold and this stone over yonder. We can see the Streltsy trying to get their way into this front position in the backhand side. Don't think it's going to do much of anything though at this point, unless they can get all the way through, but they can also stop all the shenanigans going on over here. It's just brutal. These Landsknechts have killed over 100 villagers. Streltsy, now what you want to be doing is attacking a palisade wall. You're not getting through there for anything. Now we have 19 on the way, and there is the Great Bombards looking to take out the other one. They actually do pick off one. They're going to be reloading. There they go. One more to be taken down. Boom. One more gets taken down. It's one Bombard versus one, but it's also a ton of Streltsy. Does not get a shot in before it actually goes down. But these villagers actually are going to be sacrificed, unfortunately, for these Roost villagers. They will not be here to live very long. That's another keep over yonder. The one that did in the Streltsy mass back here, which is still shooting away. Looks like Beasty did send a few Landsknechts over here, but not going to be enough to take it out completely. And now we have Streltsy moving into range. But this keep is still up, though. You do not want to be going to range of that at all, even though these Streltsy are over here to pick it up. Beasty can be able to micro his way all around. They're actually moving in, and this keep is holding its ground, trading in for Streltsy, and there is the relic to get placed into it. It's not going to hold off even longer. There's the emergency repairs, so it's feeling very, very good. If Beasty can get this Great Bombard down, he'll be feeling he'll have completely secured his front side of his base. These spearmen are in on these villagers. There's a prelate in here actually just dealing the healing DPS enough to actually keep everyone alive. Still, 19 is the only amount. And here's the first ram. They're moving in. Looks like Beast's going to be sacrificing these villagers over here. They actually went for the Bombard instead of the ram, which is not good at all. And now the villagers are going to be trying to take this down. But Beasty probably has actually a few more villagers than he really needs. So it's actually okay to sacrifice at this point. This keep will eventually be going down. So nice job from the Roost player to take this down finally. We have a ton of villagers over here. Even more over here. These Streltsy have not been able to take down anything at this point. They're finally going to be getting through. And now they make their way into the farm position. This is great for the Roost player. I don't know if Beasty can keep this up. He's going to be annihilated from the front and the back. This Great Bombard just kind of seizing through the backhand side. But we do have, oh no, we have Landsknechts in the Roost base. These guys have done enough already, and they're taking names and numbers back here, so we'll check on them quite soon. But now the Rams are in on this precious infrastructure of the Order of the Dragon player. It's incredibly expensive to take down all of this, and more come out, and these are man-at-arms, and they're going down quite quickly. We have some men-at-arms that are going in on these Streltsy, trying to do some damage of some sort. And a little platoon of men-at-arms are coming in over here to try to take down this main force of the Roost player. This Regn's Cathedral is going to be auto-repaired, and it looks like the villagers are flanking. Will they get the Bombard? It looks like they will. So Beasty flanks with villagers from the top-hand side of the map, and they're actually taking this stone just in the faces of their enemies, and it's no worries at all. This has so much action, and the Streltsy are moving in. They're trying to take down as much as they possibly can, but Beasty has switched his hand up to archers, which will annihilate this composition. And look at how quickly they take down these Streltsy. Able to quickly deduce and eliminate anything that's in front of them. And these trades are so good for Beasty. Yes, these archers are a little bit more than normal, but not nearly as much as Streltsy. And look at this. Fiery arrows coming down from the heavens, trading out so efficiently and so well. The Rams are a little bit lost. The Roost Rams not nearly as potent as they once were, and more of these men-at-arms are now running through. And these constant, these archers were such a good switch up. More are on the way, 18 in total. We're already at max cap, so this army can just push out without abandon. And it looks like Beasty went from, I don't know how he's going to do this, to completely in the driver's seat. Taking names, taking numbers, more villagers are going down, 163 in total. And now the Kremlin Grums are out, but this is late stage, baby. Those things do not matter anymore. Yes, they do scale with the ages, but these are gilded units. They don't take any damage. They're fully upgraded. Beasty's sitting on about 10,000 in a bank at this point. So just trading out, and look at these Streltsy, trading out such an expensive unit, trading out into just archers. It's insane how good of a trade this is. And now archers are in on the farm position over here, and they're doing lots and lots of damage. 178 in total have been killed. Beasty is just attacking from every single angle. Nothing can. There's no rest at all. There's just always gotta be something. And now men at arms are getting in on the action. No one is safe from all these guild units. These rams are trying to hide their villagers the best they possibly can, but these men at arms are quick to deduce who is who and slicing and dicing their way around. Now these rams are trying to do some sort of damage, but now the men at arms are hit a critical mass. They're able to make quick work of those rams, and here comes the great bombards, for Beasty. These horsemen are going to be able to do absolutely nothing, and now they're going to be starting to one-shot this high armory. More bombards should be on the way, but at this point, Beasty is still pop-capped, and there is the GG's. What a game. Order of the Dragon late game looks so scary, and those Landsknechts did an absolute number on the villager count. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe. It means a ton to me. Hope you guys have a great night.